So we're going to do a side dish today. It's going to be delicious. You can actually utilize either rice or couscous, but what we're going to do instead is use orzo, which is looks like a balsamic rice, but again, it's a pasta. So again, if you want, you could substitute it for either rice or couscous. But we're going to use orzo, which is my favorite. This is going to be a broccoli orzo. I don't think you'll find this anywhere on YouTube. I love cooking and I like trying different things. So I just got a medium-sized onion and I'm just mincing it really quickly. Not worried too much because we're going to put olive oil on it and we're going to saute it, and we're also going to utilize some garlic too. And the thing with garlic though is it can easily burn, but we're going to be stirring, so that won't be a problem, because usually you put garlic in afterwards, but in this recipe I like to be fast. It's a side dish, so you don't want to spend too much time on it, but again, whatever you like. And we're going to do the same thing with the garlic. A quick and that was such a big clove. Some people, if you don't like garlic, then you only need to use a smaller size clove. But again, it's your preference. Okay, that was easy. Now we're going to utilize this broccoli head and use all the parts. I already washed it. We don't need this half onion anymore. So we're going to use this now. And with the broccoli, we're going to keep everything. And I'll show you how we're going to utilize this broccoli with two bowls right here. So that part right there you don't want, so we're going to just take it off, not needed. Then I'm going to cut right here. You have this right here. This is really delicious. All you need to do is peel it really quickly, and then what we can do is then cut it in smaller pieces, because there's a lot of flavor in the stem and we're not going to get rid of it. We're just taking off the hard part, and it'll also speed up the cooking process. The reason why we have two bowls is we're going to put the delicate florets in here and the harder stem in here. We'll cook the harder stem prior to putting in the florets. So just cut them just like that. Same knife that we use for the garlic and onion. And then what we're going to do is have fun with this. Cut the florets. Oh, for some reason I didn't like how that looked. We don't need to cut off the skin off this part of the stem, but again, just want to show you that actually is a little too big, so I just cut it like that. This is actually too big too, So I'll cut that like that and break it up. And then let's do the same with this. I see some grossness on this part, so I'll cut it off, discard it, and then just break this off like this. That's good like that. Well, let's make it a little bit smaller. So we're looking for, with this recipe, a bowl full of florets. Okay. Take off that. That's too big. Let's cut it up. It'll add some crunch to this recipe too because the orzo will get soft. Okay. We're almost there. Oh. Throw that in there. Like there. We're almost a full bowl. Again, that's how I gauge it. Everyone does things different in the kitchen. And then there we go. There we go. That's awesome stem. That's going to be a nice crunch. There we go. And guess what? We're almost done. So these ones are a little bit bigger, but they're beautiful. So I'm just going to gently break them. And I got one more piece left to go. And then we're ready for the stove. There we go. Love it. We'll see you shortly. Okay, let's put the frying pan on super high. I know I'm here. I'm not going to burn the garlic. A couple tablespoons, I say 1 tablespoon up to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We need to warm up this frying pan. That's why it's on super high. Okay. While we're waiting, whoa, I went over the camera. That's silly. 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. If you don't like it too spicy, then just do a half a teaspoon of chili flakes. And now we'll wait to start hearing. So it's a light coating of oil, olive oil. I know that you shouldn't put it on high for olive oil, but we're just bringing up the heat and we'll go to medium very shortly. And now we're going to throw that in too. We want to toast it, the orzo. That's 1 cup. And see, we're not going to burn it because we just threw in the orzo. I'm starting to hear it sizzle, so I'm going to put it to 5, which is medium. And what I'm going to do is time this for 5 minutes, and you can hear it right now. So I'm going to stir it for 5 minutes. I know it's a pain, but I like the smokiness or the of the orzo when you're frying it without water. Of course we need water. That will be shortly. So I'm going to do this for 5 minutes. I'm going to put the timer on. And then I'll see you back in 5 minutes. So it's been 3 minutes, and there's always a little hack that I want to show you. Of course, I'm still making sure it's 5 minutes. I put in a couple of tablespoons of white wine. It's always good to have a little bit more white wine. And then we're going to still, and I used the word smoke before. That's really funny. I'm toasting the orzo. And now with the white wine, it just kicks it up a notch. So I'll see you back in approximately 2 minutes. So it's been 5 minutes. The orzo is toasted. You have that. You got that 1 tablespoon of chili flakes that just brings it up a notch. I wish I had fresh parsley. I would put the fresh parsley in last, but right now I only have dried, so I put a half a teaspoon in. And then I'm going to throw in, remember what we did with these? We'll throw in the hard stems of the broccoli. I'm calling this a side dish. For some people, they'll think this is the main dish. And the taste is like out of the world. And then, not too much salt, but a half a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm just cleaning off the wooden spoon at the same time. I'm putting in 3 cups of water. And we're going to find a lid. And I'll see you very shortly. It depends on everyone's stove. I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And I'll let you know how it looks. I didn't reduce the heat. 3 cups of water to 1 cup of orzo. You have the broccoli stems in there already because they're super tough. And then we're going to see you back in 5 minutes. The hard part's over. So 5 minutes have passed. It's just starting to boil. I want you to see that. Nothing sticking, of course. It's a non-stick pot, and of course there's a lot of water in there. You see the parsley flakes, you see the chili flakes, you see the stems, and you see the orzo, which was toasted. And they're growing. So what we're going to do is wait another 5 minutes and then go from there. So I'll see you back in another 5 minutes. So 10 minutes have passed. Let's see. It's wonderful. It's super amazing. That orzo does grow. Oh boy, this looks amazing. Another 5 more minutes, and then we're going to put in the florets in very shortly. So I'll set the timer. and I'll see you back again. So 15 minutes has passed. The smell in the house is amazing. Look at this. This is beautiful. 5 more minutes. So all we need to do is throw in the florets. If you don't like it as crunchy, you could have put it in 5 minutes earlier. Look at that. Look at that. See you in 5 minutes. Okay, now it's been 20 minutes. Let's check this baby out. Voila. The water is almost all evaporated. Right now, it's starting to stick, which I have to be very careful because the water is almost all gone. So what I'm going to do is lower it to like almost to medium low. I'm going to try some right now. The broccoli is just the way I like it. It's amazing. Right now, you can even taste a hint of the wine, but of course the garlic and the onions and the chili flakes just jazz it up a little bit. Right amount of salt. I'm not a big fan of too much salt in your cooking. Right now, this is vegan. We can stop right now, shut off the stove, put the lid on, keep it warm, serve it with something else. But for those people that want just one plate meal and not want it vegan, all you need to do is use one of the bowls that we had from before. Move this over on a slant and add some protein. And the easiest way to do protein is 2 large eggs. If you want, you can do 3 eggs. And remember, it's almost sticking, so we have to be very careful. So we're going to drizzle it around. If you don't like egg, you can just shred cheese and throw that on there, but then it's not vegan again. And the heat will help cook the egg. And the smell is amazing. And the egg also makes it kind of like a cream in a way. So this looks like a risotto now, adding those 2 eggs, which is so funny. But again, we're done. We're going to try it. And I'm going to grab another spoon. Wow. It's delicious. You can't believe how delicious this is. So, the water's gone. The egg's going to overcook if I don't take it off the heat source. Some people want the eggs cooked a little bit longer. I just shut off the stove, put the lid on, time 2 minutes, and then go from there. Beyond Cool loves this recipe, one of a kind. Please hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment. Let me know how yours turns out. Have fun in the kitchen. I love it. Makes me feel good inside. And also, it's super healthy. Once again, keep tuned. Hit the subscribe. Leave a comment. And ciao for now. So, I was kind of gone. But again, it's a side dish that became rogue and is actually can be a main course. That's a stem right there that we cut up. The fork goes through it easily. It's cooked all the way through. The broccoli florets are perfect. And the orzo is delicious. You gotta try this. You gotta try this. It's like the different tastes in your mouth just exploding, and it's super healthy. And this is the real chow for now.